It's very clear from this trip that you go from awe-inspiring site to awe-inspiring site. It's just a remarkable place. If everybody could see this place, they should see this place. It would change the way they view the planet and their relationship to it.
We live on this interconnected, incredible planet, and we're learning that to really understand this planet, we have to look at both the Arctic and the Antarctic. We're leaders in the Arctic, there's no question about that. But to be true polar leaders, let's get fully engaged and involved with the Antarctic Treaty.
We know stuff from our Arctic which is useful down here, and the 29 nations, which doesn't include us, which work here, they know stuff which is useful for us in the Arctic. So the links are very, very clear. For a country like ours, this is a good place to be in terms of learning things that help us at home.
Canada is a leader in polar affairs, and we can't do this in half measures. The polar regions are incredibly important to planetary systems. We all know that now. And Canada is a leader in the Arctic. It should be a leader in the Antarctic.
The Antarctic Treaty is now over 50 years old, and that's really something to celebrate. It was signed on December 1st, 1959 in Washington, D.C., and it essentially said that the Antarctic continent is only to be used for peaceful and scientific purposes. It's the only continent in the world that nobody owns. It's never had a war, and it's really a symbol of peace and understanding for our planet. The treaty's been incredibly successful for 50 years, and I think the next 50 years will be an important time for the Antarctic.
It's a remarkable thing. Here we are on the Antarctic Peninsula. There have been Canadians here since about 1900, since the first time that people overwintered on the continent, and Canadians have been in every part of this huge Antarctic continent. So we've done a lot as a country. We're involved with the protection of this wonderful environment. But I've always been surprised that we're still not full members of the Antarctic Treaty, which is the treaty which protects this place.
I was recently at the 50th anniversary celebrations in Washington with Dr. Fred Roots, who helped to write the Antarctic Treaty, a great Canadian. And many of us signed something that was called the Forever Declaration, saying the Antarctic Treaty should continue forever. That's not official, but it really reflects the spirit of the Antarctic, a place of international cooperation, a place that is a window to the world, a place that helps us to better understand the entire planet and global ecosystem.